The biggest thing that I see with companies that have a CAC problem is really just a lack of focus on the audience. So, um, unless you're at like a huge scale where you have multiple customer segments and multiple products for those customer segments, the best way to get more efficient really is to narrow the focus of the audience, right? That's really what I learned at Ember Labs, where we had this wearable device that provided immediate cooling relief. And as a 20 something year old guy at the time, I thought about all the use cases for stuff that was relatable to me. So, you know, um, just comfort like in the summer, or it also warms, so like warming in cold offices, all these sorts of things. But ultimately the core customer were 45 plus year old women going through menopause who had a problem with hot flashes, and the only way to scale that company efficiently was to go very narrow on that audience and own that audience. So anytime I come in and look at a company that's in that kind of seven figure a year range and they have a CAC problem, that's really the first question that we ask is like, are you too broad with your audience focus right now? And can we narrow that down?
Right. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense, because if you think about it from a perspective of diminishing returns, it may be that you haven't hit those diminishing returns within that given audience, and you're trying to spread yourself too thin, and the marginal CAC in that maybe lower intent persona is more expensive than if you actually just got that one audience right.
Exactly. And people are surprised by just how much you can do with one audience, like how much revenue you can really get. Um, and especially if there's competition too, right? If you're not solely focused, if you have a large audience, addressable market, and you're not solely focused on them, someone else is going to come in and solely focus on them and beat you. So as long as it's large enough, like getting really narrow with that, that's typically a good first step.